Eden and I are finally in the process of starting our chicken coop build. So before I show you, he's just going to start cutting the hardwood, and it is raining quite a lot this weekend, so we're just going to get done what we can. And I'm going to give you an update on my garden because it's a lot bigger. So I've probably got, like, you can't really see, I don't know, probably like 20 or 30 maybe zucchinis going at the moment. I've got a few strawberries, hanging a little bit too low to the ground for my liking, but I'm working on it. Capsicums, I did just harvest them yesterday, but I've got a bunch of little, oh my god, look how tiny that one is. I've got a bunch of them growing. Chili, she's not thriving. This one was actually absolutely beautiful, but all of them went back in during the rain. I don't remember, what are you? Oh yeah, it's a dahlia, and really pretty. My tomatoes, I did harvest all the good ones yesterday, and then I gave her a huge trim today. I bought that one, it was up to about here, but she was on Struggle Street, so I gave her a big grooming. My strawberry plant, you can't quite tell. She was thriving, and then something came and ate it. And this one, I got really discounted, the strawberries, but it's making a comeback. Then I've got a few other little, like, just plants down there. Don't mind the weeds. So I've got this one here, which I have just started my first little propagating little station. She's already looking a bit on the flop side, so I might have to do something about that. But she's very pretty. I can't remember what she's called, something Peru. This is my little potting station, don't look. I'll quickly do this before Eden cuts something. Just got my $2 little... I got a bunch of these $2 little clearance plants yesterday at Bunnings, so I've just fixed them up, and these will go in my bathroom. This one is going to be in the lounge room though, because she needs a little more light. Eden's just doing some more cuts at the moment, but at the moment we've already got the base and the top of the chicken coop. So I like having a go on like the saw and everything, but it's hardwood and it's a bit harder to work with. That sounded like I was trying to make a joke, but we're gonna leave the professional to this one. But yeah, I'll come back out in a little bit. He's working something out. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what
the roof's got to go that way.
Yes.
And this is the door will be here as well.
Obviously. Oh, love, you underestimate my strength. This is easy. Oh, I'm too strong.
Slowly, just drop it.
I can't.
Good?
I think so, yeah.
You gotta hold it too close to
Yeah.
Yep.
I would just like the camera to know that I have been helping. I just can't do much here. Okay, so it's been a few days now. I'll show you where we're up to. So I think I already got some shots of it at this stage, but not only have we had some pretty heavy rain, but also we've been working throughout the week. So I have the day off today, and it's going to be the long weekend. So I'm going to try and get everything else around the house done, like all the lawn stuff I want to do, because Eden's going away this weekend, so we're not going to work much more on the chicken coop, and then we're going to do it next weekend, and we're hoping to finish it all in one day and actually buy the chickens as well, so that's exciting. I bought a few accessories and everything. Now, this is the rest of the chaos. So, my plan is, the pallets I'll talk about after, they're separate. I'm going to mow the lawns and whippersnip all of that crap in between the pots all the way down. I'm going to completely pull all of that out, just kind of toss through the soil and everything, clean it all up, and then put a whole bunch of, I didn't realize it'd be so red, but we have pine bark mulch around the rest of our house. And for some reason in my head, I thought it had a red tinge to it. It kind of does, but not like that. But I have had the red one before at my parents' house, and I know it fades in the sun eventually anyways, but I mean, at least our house is red, so I guess it kind of matches. I don't know if that'll make it worse, but I'm going to put all the mulch in there, put the pots on top of the mulch, probably not for another week or more, maybe 2 weeks. We're going to do metal edging across it as well, eventually. I'll show you a plant update. Super duper messy. I actually repot my tomato plants yesterday because my zucchini is going mental, which is awesome, as you can see. I actually just harvested a whole bunch of them and cut back the leaves, and I swear to God, overnight it like doubled again. But I've got a heap of capsicum coming through still. Strawberries are doing better. I don't know what's with the bugs, but they seem to be better. Anyways, this is all fine. It's just a bit messy. I honestly think I'm going to give up on the chili because I don't even think I'm going to eat them. But anyways, my dahlias are good. They've just closed up because it was really hot yesterday. The strawberry plants here are doing okay. Then I've just got some pretty flowers. The sunflowers will pop back out when the sun comes out. My orange trumpet vine is not actually growing as quick as I thought it would, so I think I'm going to tweak up the soil. My tomatoes I pruned right back. This one I did buy as like a rescue, and I honestly think I'm about to give up on it. This one's coming back to life pretty damn good because that one was like burnt to a crisp from the heat wave. And this one as well was so burnt that I chopped it down to here. It was all the way up here, but it is coming back more green. The basil is doing okay, and I don't know if that's a weed or a tomato plant. That's looking like a weed. That's a weed. Anyways, sort that out later. These are thriving. I got these as a clearance. They were half dead. They all looked like that for like $5. And same with this one, which I'm going to bring that one back to life just like the other. And then my jasmine is doing actually really well. It's got so many new vines every time I check it. Do I think it's going to cover the fence anytime soon? No, but it's doing all right. The pallets, long story short, I'm going to be pulling them all apart today. I don't know if I'll get to actually building what I want to build yet, but I'm going to build a couple of different plant stands for my indoor plants. Now, these ones just need to be weeded because they're a little bit bull. It's Aslan at the corner. But I will give you an update on what my inside plants look like. So this room's a little bit messy at the moment, and we've got Wolf having a little nap. So this is the chair. I was actually going to paint it white, but now I'm actually considering leaving it black just because I'm really worried of becoming that person that makes everything white. And I love my browns. And the other day I was looking at like this piece of furniture I found, and it would have gone here so nicely, but it was like a deeper brown, and I can't have deep browns in here because everything's goddamn like beige, creamy colours. So I'm kind of thinking I need to keep that black now. So, the plants. Funny enough, I actually only bought 2 or 3 small plants, but it looks like I've quadrupled the amount of things I have. So this is my humidifier. I've had this one for quite some time. This one was kind of expensive, but it is amazing. I don't have any oils in it. I used to put oils in it, but then Buffy, even the ones that are not toxic to dogs, he's sensitive, so we just do water now. I bought plant lights are quite expensive, so I actually just bought the bulb. That's kind of hot. And I've just got that going down. So the bulb itself was only $20, and I already had the lamp, which we don't really use that much. And then I've got just a fake vine hanging down it because I just like it. So up on here, I've got a couple of propagations. I'm trying to save, oh my God, it's actually like, okay, it did not have that many roots the other day. So that's actually working. My lucky bamboo hasn't grown in like 3 years, and I just gave up on it. Someone said to put it in water, so I'm doing that. This one was in my bathroom and he was doing really well, but he just doesn't grow. So I'm bringing him out here. This is the alocasias that I'll get to in a moment because there's about 5 down here. And then these are my Canva lilies. I'm just giving a go of putting some in the water, and then the rest of them I've just planted. So all I bought was, I bought a new Monstera because I haven't had one in years since, well no, just over a year, when Wampa was a baby and she ate it. And she also ate my fiddle leaf fig. So I went and bought 2 new ones. Mine used to be so happy and thriving, so I'm hoping I can get it back to what my old one was before Wampa destroyed it. And then this one I actually did buy, so I'm not very good at pronouncing all of these, but I don't know. But it's got some new leaves that are just starting to uncurl, so that's a bit exciting. And then I already have this one, again, similar to the ones I had in the bathroom. They were okay, they just weren't growing. Then that was a $2 one that I don't actually know what it is, but it's very pretty. And it was half dead at Bunnings for $2, so I bought it home and it's thriving. Oh, I bought a new ivy. I put it on a cocoa pole, same as my Monstera. This one I'll be wrapping around it, and it's an extendable one so I can make it taller. And then this one is just like lent against it. Now, the alocasias. These are actually all from my front yard. And so are the canna lilies, which as you can see, I've got a bunch. I've got about 100 more out the front if any of these don't work out. But Alocasias at my house absolutely thrive. It's apparently got to do with the fact that we've got a colorbond fence and a red house, kind of like traps all the heat. And our soil around the house doesn't actually have very good drainage. So it's super moist soil and then humidity around it. It's perfect for a tropical plant, so they thrive here. So I'm hoping indoors they do well as well. Now the canna lilies, I actually thought I was pulling apart my bird of paradise because they look quite similar, and our one's like kind of intertwined. And I brought them inside because bird of paradise do well inside, but so do canna lilies anyway. So I potted them and then afterwards realized, but I'm pretty happy. It's only been this week that they've been in here, but they seem to be doing okay. And that's pretty much it. And my goal is kind of, except for like clearance, hello Ida, except for like clearance plants like that $2 one I bought the other day, I'm just trying to grow my collection from plants that I already have at home, which is pretty cool. Ridiculous. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. And they all seem to be thriving so far, but it's only been quite a short amount of time. Now, I did actually have most of these scattered around my house except for the new alocasias, but I decided to just put them all here. Today is not the best example, but this is a really nice sunny spot. Then I've got the humidifier going that I can adjust on where it hits. I've purposely got it going on this little guy because I have been not neglecting him, but kind of neglecting him for a bit. But yeah, that's what we've got going on. Also, something I've done for a long time is I chop up this is from the zucchini plant. I chop up some flowers from my garden and put them around the house. A little bit out of breath because Eden and I actually went on our first run this morning, only like a bit over 2 kilometers, nothing crazy. First run for me in, it's middle of January now, and I don't think I've run since like last May. Oh my God, it's been a lot longer than I thought, but felt amazing. So I've still been doing like cardio, like elliptical and treadmill walks and things like that. So felt pretty good. But I did that, then I went to the gym, and then I've just been running errands. And I don't know why, I'm just out of breath. But first job, I'm not going to film this, but I'm just going to mow the yard and get the whippersnipper out and just cut all that crap down to as low as I can and just tidy everything up. I think because for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I knew I was going to be doing this soon. I really let it like get out of hand. Like that just looks gross. So we're going to tidy this up. I'll show you where I'm up to. So essentially whippersnipped down as much of the weeds as I could. It needs a big blow with the big blower in a moment, but so lawn looks better. That's how far down I got it with the whipper, which looking at it now actually looks pretty good. I was out here for a while, moved all the plants. They were all fine except for that one. That one was heavy. My arms are shaking, sorry. Cleaned up the edging here and then I'm still going to have to hand weed a few ones in there anyways. This is where we're at. So the next stage, I also did a little bit over there, but pull out any remaining like weed roots and everything, which to be honest, I got it pretty damn good. Down there is definitely going to need some. And then start turning through the soil. And then it's time to mulch. Oh, my arms are so sore. Over here was horrific. At least with the mulching, it's pretty straightforward because underneath my fence is actually a bit of a divot. So that's where the mulch will end. And then on my side, I'm going to kind of build it up a bit because we're going to put it against the metal edging when we get it. So I've just had a quick shower. It is now after 6 o'clock. So I think I was out there for close to 4 hours. It was very, very hot. It kind of didn't get super sunny until later on, but I do think my shoulders got a little bit burnt, but nothing bad. The boys are about to start training in the gym, so I'm just going to be quickly going out there and showing you everything. So I ended up having heaps of extra mulch. I knew I'd have leftover, but I think they gave me even more than a cubic meter.